Yes. Yes, queen. Yes, queen. Hi, guys. Welcome to This Era, the show that talks about the many sides of me. Me, your host, Kevin. Me, all about me. This is all about me. I'm just kidding. It kind of is, though. Today's episode topic is music. And get a load of this music, though. It's like literally no secret that music like runs everything, doesn't it? I mean, really, you really think about it, like for real. Think about it, like in the media, what are you talking about? The media, the media, the Instagram, Snapchat, social media, all of those things. You hear it everywhere. I mean, music is like literally everywhere if you look for real. And like, for example, in this podcast, I'm using music as like a way of introducing a topic. Excuse me here. Let me sort of like messing with the mic here. Why is this like that? What's going on, sweetie? Guys, I have a whole not a new setup. I just have like a different, like, I have like a better stand and it's like better, just whatever. It's better for me and better for my host if I have a host. In this case, I've been having my boyfriend for a few episodes, which I do want to do, and anybody else who comes join me physically in my room. So that's cool. I mean, it's going to be easier for me and very quick and very organized. It looks very pretty. If you follow me on social media, you probably have seen it, me post it or whatever. All of the new setup, whatever. But yeah, welcome to episode 4, Music, Me and You. I don't know if this is the episode name, but that's what I have right here so far. And we're talking about music because music is something that I don't know. I just wanted to touch on music. It's nothing big topic, but who else loves music? Because I know I do. You better, because if you don't, then I don't know what the hell's wrong with you. Because music is literally like rhythm, and like that's what it's like. We run on rhythm. You know what I'm saying? Like really, we really do. Like our heart is beating at rhythmic pulses, whatever, and that's what's running our bodies. So come on, sweeties, you better love music. Music impacts on life and others. Speaking of music, I made music. I literally made music, guys, for real. If you followed me on YouTube, I used to make YouTube videos, by the way. If you followed me on YouTube, subscribed on YouTube, I uploaded one music video. Let me see if I can watch. I'm going to search up my name. I'm going on YouTube right now. And I literally could put the song here because it's not copyrighted. It's literally my music. So let me see if I can find it for you. Let me see. I don't know what kind of accent that is. Okay, I found it. So it's called Eventual Turn. And I made a music video for it. Very weird. I know it's a weird vibe, but I put it on my YouTube channel, and I have a whole set of, I made a whole like soundtrack on SoundCloud. Like, I'm so embarrassed to even say this, but we're being vulnerable. We love being vulnerable. I made a whole thing. So let me see if I can put it here. Playlist. Let me see. I'm trying to find it, dude. Oh, hello. Anyways, I'm trying to find it. Jesus Christ. Give me a second. I'm going to give it a pause and I'll be right back very quickly. Anyways, she's back, child. That was like really quick. For me, it was like a long time, but anyways, let me just play, like, for example, like one of like a few songs. So here's one called Amaranthin. I'm going to skip it. It's like really like weird. And then this one's Present Anima. It's very like, you know, and then Wanderings. Bum, 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 bum. It's like really, I don't know. And then in view, I don't know. These are weird, huh? This one. There's just a bunch of like, it's just like dumb music. I don't know what I'm doing. This was 3 years ago. But yeah, Eventual Turn is the one that I made for like a music video. It's called Eventual Turn. And it's like really like that. And I used the actor in this video is my brother's girlfriend's daughter. It sounds so weird. I feel so weird, like even like saying that, like the video's weird. But whatever. I'm so creative like that, you know. We love a creative queen. So yeah, I made some music that's quite embarrassing. But I would like to make like actual music, and like maybe just like once. I'm not even saying like I'm an artiste. I'm such a good like rapper. No, like I would like to rap or something. And like TBH, I have made some raps and stuff. Like for me and my friend from school were just joking around, and we would like make little things, whatever. And give me a second. She's a busy household here at the Orlando residence, because my mom was calling me and whatever, but that's okay. It's raw, sweetie. We don't even need to cut that out, you know. That's a funny topic, actually, that now that we're on it, I'm just gonna take a little quick detour. That I feel like before I would take things so seriously in terms of, I mean, there's a lot of ways I can say about taking things seriously, but the one thing that I could say is like taking like a concept so seriously. Like, for example, a podcast has to be so clean, smooth audio, and it has to be perfect and no weird interruptions. No, that's like wrong. You don't need that. It doesn't need to be, and like that's okay if it's like messed up or whatever. I don't know. That's just like something I wanted to add, whatever. But yeah, I was saying that I used to. I don't have it anymore, sadly. I just checked on my notes here on my computer, and I don't have the rap verses that I made, but they were so good. It was like one of them was about like Barbie dolls and like the Bratz dolls and stuff like that. And because me and my friend are really obsessed with those, especially like the LOL dolls, the OMG dolls, whatever. They're so freaking good. And I love the songs. Oh my God. Speaking of music, I am obsessed with the OMG dolls song. OMG, what's it called? It's called Extra, but there's like different songs that they came out. Watch, let me just quickly play it here. Let me see. Wait, I gotta skip it. Ooh. It's just so good. And then like she says, extra life, OMG, like dude, it's so good music. I don't want to put it because copyright, but such great, like literally amazing. Like these are literally like from the original makers of Bratz. And you like pass by this like at Target or whatever, you see these dolls, but like the music is amazing, and I literally have it on my playlist. Like that's how obsessed I am with these. They have like an actual album, and people were wanting this. People wanted this music. People wanted like, they're like, this is so good, and they actually came out with that actual album, and it's on, you know, Spotify or whatever, wherever you listen to. It's on, like, you can listen to this album. I'm obsessed. That we're in the topic of music, so that's such a great, like, you know, thing to say that like about music, whatever, because it's so good. And it makes me happy. Like, hello, I love that. You gotta find like some. I mean, I don't think anybody could like people who like you are attracted to that song or whatever you're listening to, and that's why you like it. You know, it makes you like feel good, or like I don't know, maybe some of them make you feel sad. It's so weird that when I would feel some type of way, like feeling sad or whatever, I would play like the saddest song that I know in my head. Like, what the fuck? Like, why am I like, I'm wallowing in my sadness and I'm over here like playing like a shitty song, like all sad and depressing. Like, what is my brain? Like, am I in a movie? Like, what's going on? I swear, dude, we're so odd. Am I the only one who does that? Because I'm gonna feel really weird if I'm the only one who does that. Like, does anyone else do that? Because you better also do that. Just like whatever. That's something that I wanted to say. But yeah, you gotta find some music that like makes you really like feel good, whatever. Because, I mean, isn't that what it's for? You know. What was I gonna say? So yeah, I would like to make like some music, like an album. Almost like the style of like, I don't know if you guys know Kali Uchis. I love Kali Uchis. She's such a great artist. Her song Telepatia was trending, and it got like very popular this past like month. Let me see if I can get you the song here very quickly. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, I don't want to copyright. I mean, I could play it, but it's such a great song. And it's so good. It's just like listen to it, literally, like if you haven't. But yeah, like I would like to make like an album thing in that sort of style, like the same style as her, but also like a lot of other artists. Oh my god, Jesus Christ, my phone literally almost fell. I almost died. I had a little mini heart attack, I swear to God. Anyways, let's just drink some water, sweeties. If you guys are not drinking water, what the hell are you doing? Stay hydrated. We love water. Anyways, so my music taste. Let's just jump into a little bit of my music taste. So as a young child, as the Kevin before the gay arrived. I mean, she knew she was gay, but like, she's pubescent. I loved listening to I loved listening to music with my mom. And I mean, I was always with my mom. I have a lot of like memories with my mom. Let me just move this mic a little bit higher, sweeties, because she's a little low. What's it called? So yeah, I was with my mom a lot when I was younger, and I would listen to, you know, a lot of 2000 Latin hits, 2000 Latino hits, like a lot of like Latin American music. Some of them that I could like say is like, let me see, Belenova. If anybody knows Belenova, you know, you obviously know Selena. There's people like Shakira, of course, and you know, all of these, like, I don't know, just a lot of 2000 Latin hits. And I would, oh my god, what's the other girl's name? I forgot her name, but I loved like music like that. And as a very, very young child, I would listen to that, and I created a lot of memories for that. And let me just quickly write something because I'm gonna forget. I gotta write something. Guys, I swear this is like completely raw. These episodes are raw. And I'm just typing like what I'm thinking, and that's what's the beauty of it. So yeah, as a young kid, I would listen to 2000 Latin hits, and that's like very like engraved in my memory. And I was basically like, my childhood was a lot of that. In terms of music, that was like the main thing. And so yeah, like that's like, I don't know if anybody else who's listening to this had like sort of those like childhood music tastes, whatever that you had. And even now, especially now with my boyfriend, again, here's Kevin bringing up his boyfriend. Oh my God. No, we like love that music, and we have memories listening to that kind of music. And we even play it sometimes in, you know, in the car, and it brings back a lot of memories. And we have this sort of joyous, feeling attached to these memories. So it's amazing, like to have that sort of connection. I mean, there's obviously some songs that you have like shitty connections to, and it's such a great way, like segue right here that I'm going towards is when I was younger. I think this was 2005. I really don't know. 5 years old. I was not that young. I think I was like just a little bit more older. I had my tonsils. If you guys don't know what your tonsils are, they're like in your throat. They're like these like fat, weird like lymph nodes inside your throat. I had a very serious case of like, people get like very serious infection there sometimes, and it gets like inflamed and swelled, and you gotta have them either treated with antibiotics and stuff, or gotta get them removed. And I was being treated with some very, very disgustingly tasting, strong antibiotics. And I would go to Mexico to a doctor, and we would be going back and forth, and that's what I would be drinking. And they were so strong. And if you've been on some antibiotics that are very strong, you probably, I don't know if you felt this, but there are some antibiotics are very strong, and they can cause like mood changes. I felt so depressed when I was younger at that time, when I was having like that whole issue with the tonsils and the antibiotics. I felt so depressed that some songs would feel so sad, and I would feel like dying. Like I would feel like I was gonna die. And a big song, one song that I could, like an American song, whatever you could like say, that really made me feel so shitty was Umbrella by Rihanna. I would get so sad with Umbrella. Like, I don't know, something about that song made like me so sad, and I have like strong memories, very like sad memories attached to that, especially when I listen to it, if it comes on, whatever, in the radio, and I would feel so sad. Like, I don't know why. And there's some other songs too, like, there's one from, God, I forgot his name, but he's like some Latino guy, whatever, what's his name, dude? I forgot his name. But another song like that, and a bunch of other music that would make me feel really sad. So, in the topic of music, that's something that I guess you could have like very depressing things attached to some songs, and you can have very joyous memories attached to some music. So that was like when I was a young kid. During middle school, I had a weird phase, and I'm sure everyone at my age at that time, and could relate. If you're my age right now, you probably could relate. When you were like a young kid. I'm currently, for this episode, I am 20, and I'm almost gonna turn 21, born in 2000. 2000s baby, sweeties. Yeah. I would listen, sorry with my little mouth sound, sweeties. Let me just drink some water before I'm explaining. Stay hydrated, sweeties. Anyways, middle school, I would listen to a lot of like electronica sort of music, like a lot of electronic, sort of like rave, like Dead Mouse 5, what do you call him, things like that. And I remember having a little like, my brother had like an iPod, what do you call those, iPod Touch, what do you call those little music MP3 players like that? He had one, and then I also had one from, it was an In-N-Out one. So my older brother would work at In-N-Out, and they gave him like, some stuff when he started, and they gave him an MP3 player. And I remember taking that, and I would use that. I would upload music through that and listen to that with some headphones at school. It's so weird that people think that oh, like you're not, like, you didn't have like that kind of childhood that I had. But like, I'm like, girl, I did. I straight up like had to download songs and put them in an MP3 player and plug in a wired headphone. Like, don't tell me that I didn't have that kind of childhood. I did. Now we have wireless headphones and all of these things. To me, it's so normal. But like, when you really think about it, at my age, we really had a lot of big transitions in technology, which is really cool. But yeah, I would listen to a lot of electronica. And in high school, I think that's where I'm like a little stuck. In high school, I would listen to a lot of piano stuff, things with a lot of like piano, very melody kind of music. But the kicker here, I remember who made fun of me when I said kicker. I think my boyfriend did. Whatever. The kicker, sweetie. You ass. Fight me. The kicker is I was introduced in, let me see, freshman, sophomore, junior in high school. So junior year, I was introduced by my old friend Mijo Moises. If you're listening to this, hi Moises. He introduced me to Caliuchis, as I mentioned before, and people like Azealia Banks. Again, problematic queen Azealia Banks, but he like played those songs and introduced me to that. And he would play like a lot of Nicki Minaj and all of these things. I had a burp, sweeties. And I would listen to that, and I was very obsessed, and still am obsessed with Caliuchis. I like now. I actually have like favorite artists. Before I like couldn't. Oh my god, I got the hiccups. Before I couldn't really pinpoint like someone asking me like, what do you listen to? I would be like, I don't know. Like I listen to a bunch of mixed music, and I do. I listen to a lot of like genres. But now I actually have, like, now I could actually give you an answer and be like, hey, I listen to people like Caliuchis. I listen to, you know, like that, like sort of like house music, things like that. And I was a big fan of her songs. And so, I don't know, like, I knew her before she was popular. No, Clairo, what's her name? Clairo, like things like that. I don't know if you guys know who those people are, but I would listen to those kinds of you know, that kind of music, and I still do. But yeah, I was introduced to that, and I that's when I changed. I think during those times is when I started becoming more fluid and more gay, you know. I don't know why I do that voice every single time I do that. It's just like a little thing, sweeties. Don't get hurt. She came out of the closet. Oh my god, I clicked the wrong thing. I'm sorry, people. Wait, let's do that again. Yay. She came out of the closet. There you go. I clicked the wrong button. So yeah, I during those times is like very pivotal in terms of music history, Kevin's music history. I started going towards more like the house music, Vogue, you know, those kinds of like things like, you know, we're in the ball. She's in the ball. Tens across the board, sweetie. And getting into that kind of vibe, and sort of like what my mom calls quotation marks marijuana music, or like weed music, or like music that's like very, and you know, Caliuchi's sort of, her album is very like towards potheads, whatever you want to call it. And I would listen to a lot of that, like things that are very chill and like you can like be high to. Tame Impala especially, I was diving deep into Tame Impala, things like that. And I still love that music, and it's still like in the forefront of my music tastes. So 2020, 2021, that's the kind of music that I listen to. Obviously a bunch of other music. So yeah, I don't know. I wonder how my music taste will change in the future. That's a very interesting like thing to even say. Like, do people's music taste change like drastically, or what? You know, because my brother, for example, he like went from that kind of music to country to like very, very like a lot of like Mexican songs. Like really, like I don't know. He changed a lot in his music taste. So I wonder how I'm gonna be. You know, music, like I don't know. Music can influence people. It's like that. Like my brother, like, I think he changed with the music too, you know, and maybe it's part of growing up. Like as you grow up, you change, your head changes, your brain, the way you think, and you sort of lean towards the same wavelength as the music, like the people who, you know, whatever the music is giving off, the message, and that's what you listen to. So whatever. Just a little quick facts here, sweetie. I just wanted to add on how that music, it can boost memory. Music has the ability to build task endurance, to lighten your mood. As you know, like I obviously feel so lightened when I'm listening to a song. Reduce anxiety and depression, or even cause it, sweetie. Because I mean, I was, like I said, when I had my tonsils, I would feel so shitty when listening to Umbrella by Rihanna. Like, what the fuck? reduce anxiety and depression. Of course, like music is so good. It's like a therapy for that. It could, remove fatigue. It could, improve response to pain, especially. I think everyone knows that. Like if you're in pain, music has this numbing effect, but your brain is sort of being stimulated by the music, and you're not focusing on these issues. And I guess a lot of people could really say that, especially a lot of artists probably say the same thing with like how music, numbs the pain, which sounds kind of sad, but whatever. And it could make you work out effectively too. So like people, obviously you get pumped and stuff too when you're listening to music, and you could do something like, I mean, I'm sure whoever's listening could relate to that, where you want to get a good, like you want to get some motivation and you listen to some good music that is going to get you going. At work, I would listen to a lot of music too. I still do. And that gets me through the day. I know my boyfriend did the same thing. Like we all have that sort of connection with music, and especially like when you're doing like a task, like if you're writing. Like I remember I was listening to some really good music, and I put some good music, and I started writing, and I finished the essay so fast. But the music just gets me into that flow. And I think I watched a TikTok especially about this topic, and a long time ago. And somebody in the comments said something like that, where they're like, oh my God, I like always like would listen to something and I would get my essay done like so fast. And I'm like, oh my God, well, I can relate, because that's what happens to me. So yeah, like, I don't know, if you guys want to tell me, you could tell me what your music tastes are and what, things like that in that topic. You could leave me a message in my show notes. There's a link right there where you can send me a message if you like to. You don't have to, but I would like to know if anybody could do that. I don't know, why do we like music? I guess because it's like rhythmic, and it's part of our nature. There's a lot of ways I could talk about with music, but yeah. God, I talked a lot, huh, sweeties? I mean, to me it feels like a lot. It's been like 27 minutes already. But that's okay. I hope I didn't speak so fast. I feel like I was speaking so fast, but that's what happens when I have a good flow of thoughts and just energy towards a topic. It's when I'm talking, which is great. So yeah. Advice of the day, sweeties. What's the advice of the days? Advice of the day. You know what? A good advice of the day is try to find some new music. Try to find a new song and add it to your playlist and enjoy it. Because, I'm sure you have your playlist. You have all of your, I have a bunch of playlists. I'm talking about, I have one called Latina. I have one called, what's it called? I have one called, let me look at my playlist here, sweeties, so I can give you guys an actual thing. Queen Love. There's one called Queen Love. I have one called Slay Mama. One of them called Old But New. It's some songs that I had from like that time, like middle school, that I would listen to. Middle school and high school, like freshman year. And if you guys want to check those playlists out, you literally could check. You could go to my Spotify playlist. Just search up my name, Kevin Grijalva, and I have those public, so you guys can look at those public at those playlists if you guys are curious. So by all means, look at it. Anyways. So yeah, that's the advice that I would share. And what's making me happy? What's making us happy? What's making me happy is, this is a tough one. I don't know. I think what's making me happy is that I feel like a sort of in alignment with, what's happening right now. And that's good. That's how we should feel all the time. But I feel like this sort of sense of being and presence at this moment. So that's what's making me happy right now. And I mean, in general. So what's making you happy? Try to find a little moment of what's making you happy. So yeah. Okay, well, I've already talked almost 30 minutes. In just a couple of seconds, we're going to reach 30 minutes. So yeah, I mean, from my end, I don't know about you, but yeah. Let's end it here, sweeties, because oh my God, I'm talking too much. All right, thanks for listening to this era. I'm all quick and fast, huh? yeah, thank you guys for listening and sticking around. And I had fun talking about this episode, especially. I don't know, I wanted to talk about music, you know? All right, so before you go, show some love to your favorite podcast if you haven't already on Apple Podcasts. You can leave me a review. I would very much appreciate you leaving a review if you haven't, if you are listening through Apple Podcasts. And give me a follow, or, you know, anything, wherever you're listening to, give me a follow if you would like to. I'm just asking a little favor, sweeties. Just give me a little follow. And you can, like, you know, get notified when I post a new episode. So yeah, I mean, if that's what your platform allows you to do. Anyways, I'm rambling. Stay tuned for next week, where I will talk about the topic of a perfect relationship and the toxic side of people, because I have a lot of toxic people, sweeties. We all have that toxic, disgusting friendships that we had, or people that left our lives, or people that are in our lives now. So I don't know, I'm going to talk about that a little tea session. All right, well, I'm going to talk to you soon. Bye.